you all exit the Kingsguard outpost, or Kingsguard post. It's not an outpost. You head across the square, uninterrupted by any elemental or anything otherwise. As you are making your way down the main street to the south, can I get a perception and a survival check?
I was gonna say, was Pilot gonna try the put their hand on the ground thing again, or
It passed by too quickly to really.
17 on perception.
Okay.
10 on survival?
Okay. Somebody else do better than that?
Yeah,
Nope.
better than that.
12 on survival.
I got a nat one.
F. Not great.
I roll both.
No. As you start to approach the south gate, you do actually see moving very quickly to the east what appears to be the air elemental. It's actually flying, and it is moving such that you can seriously tell it actually is moving from the south to the east. It looks like it's hard to describe. It looks like a large collection of like leaves and dust and stuff, but it's very different than the surrounding cloud and air features, and it is moving very deliberately, looking unlike most wind that you see. As you are approaching down the main southern road, you make it about halfway to the gate, and you are approaching kind of like a narrower portion of the streets. The street through the southern road, it kind of like widens and narrows and widens and narrows between the houses and different roads that you pass by and businesses and whatever. So we can do it from here, like this.
No, I assume it would probably, it's probably way too loud outside to try to yell out to the air elemental that we saw fly by.
It was probably too far away, honestly.
Yeah.
It's fairly loud. It's not that loud. It's like a storm. There's moderate spattering of rain among a few other things, but nothing like crazy loud. So you're at a portion. Who is leading the way towards
Probably
this
me
way?
and Pilot.
Let's say Ilikhal, Pilot, Alfonz, and Zhixil. You guys are headed south. I'm just going to back you up a little bit. There are a few storefronts and house fronts. So these also, they have doors on them. They're just walls, simply. But there are a few houses and storefronts, whatever, around you. Pretty relatively closely packed together. What you don't notice in your check is on the roof of a nearby house. We'll do this. As you pass by, moving down from the roof of a nearby house, as the elemental heads to the east, this is going to be to your west. There is a large creature that you
Hold on a minute. My perception didn't see that?
No.
My 17 in perception didn't see that. Wow, okay, I'm scared.
I mean, it's easy to roll better than a 17 on stealth.
It's also and it is dark out. I don't know if that makes any difference. A large creature? This is weird. There's the large creature.
It's the cat. It's the large creature.
We'll do a d20 to represent it, because I do not have something adequately large or scary to represent this thing. It also rolled higher than all of your passive perceptions. Therefore, we're going to be rolling initiative, and you will all be surprised in the first round. Except for Saph, you can't be surprised, right?
That'll be a 17 for me.
18 for me.
So
Okay.
my dice are stored in a teacup, and I almost just reached my hand into my mug of tea.
That counts.
Came real close.
That's your survival check. That's your nat one.
I
Nat
have a
20 on
21.
initiative.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Which total is 22.
I'm very curious to know what this is. And we're in a narrow
You're
corridor.
in houses and things. It's technically 30 feet across, which is a pretty wide road.
Yeah, true.
Once we
Um,
level up, I won't be able to be surprised. Or I'll
Pilot,
be able to
am-
act when I'm surprised.
Oh, that's cool.
Pilot, am I correct that you are not capable of being surprised? Do you have the alert feat?
No, I don't.
You do not.
So
Okay.
I am surprised.
You are surprised.
I feel like
All right.
Pilot's been surprised before, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
have.
Okay. So you all are actively checking out, and you see this air elemental move, and you are distracted by that. You're like, that's the thing that we're looking out for. What you were unsuspecting is coming down from above, up and above you all, on the rooftops of the houses nearby, climbs down the front of these houses.
Right in front of the squishy boys.
As you pass by, you eventually hear the tick, 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 tick of multiple legs, of 8 legs, in fact, as this
Woohoo!
large half spider, half drow climbs
Yikes.
down
Whoa.
the front
He's
of this
here.
house. Is actually a male creature. It draws a longsword and
It's like it's like
attacks.
a centaur.
yeah,
like-
except spider.
I'm going down, guys. I'm going down.
Yell out in elemental help.
I can't.
God.
Okay, that is a. Remember, you did cast mage armor before you left, though.
Yeah, I did.
That's good.
That's an 11 to hit.
No,
Nope, shouldn't.
Okay,
it's not.
it swings again. That is a 15 to hit.
It does not hit. 16.
Ooh.
Okay, and then it attempts to bite you.
Okay.
The 22 to hit.
That'll hit if I can't use a shield.
You were surprised, so you can't use reactions.
And it's
That
only
is part
plus.
of the surprise
Yeah,
condition.
okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I get it.
It's also only +5 to your
Yeah,
AC,
wouldn't
so
be
that's
enough.
21.
Okay.
4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 7 poison damage.
Oof. Don't like
Yikes.
that. Yikes.
That's gonna
Am I in the poison condition
No,
now?
it is just poison damage.
Okay.
This creature, as it sits in front of you, it rears back, and as it makes those 2 slashes, they both come right at you, but they appear to just glide across nothing. They hit, but it just doesn't. It's like the sword can't even bite into your flesh or your like clothing at all. It's like it just slides right off due to your mage armor.
Oh, right.
And frustrated, it rears back and just with its human like face just bites into your like the meat of your shoulder, and you feel it, and you feel the like of poison seep into your shoulder, and it aches and hurts, and you're like, this thing just bit me. That being resolved, that is the end of the Drider's turn, and it goes to the top of the initiative. Ilikhal.
So shocking. I'm going to rage.
Okay, have a good time with that.
Thank you, I will.
Are you? How does surprise work?
It takes 1 turn. You cannot act or
Oh, so
take
that was the whole
reactions.
turn, right? So
Yeah,
it went
so it
through
was
the
at the
entire
end.
So it goes to
queue.
the
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
initial
we're
order.
lucky it was
So really
last
it
in the
went
order,
Mhm.
surprise,
Mhm.
surprise, 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 surprised, act,
and now it's
top
back
of the
to
order.
us.
That's nice. Okay.
If it went first, then it would still be surprised, and then it would get to go again.
Yes.
Yeah, and
So-
then I'd die.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Also, by the way, it has +9 to stealth. So yes, it rolled
Yep.
more than 17. I
Plus
don't think that
9,
will
yeah.
succeed. That is a 9. 9.
Will not succeed. It will take 1 necrotic damage. I rolled very poorly. But in other news, get 14 more temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm at 90 HP.
Oh yeah.
And then I will approach it and do 2 attacks with my greatsword.
Hmm.
15.
15 does not hit.
Okay, neither of them hit then.
I need to see what temporary hit point. I think they go away on a long rest. I need to check. Just to make sure they don't go
I
away.
haven't long rested since then.
Right. I just need to make sure they don't go away on a short rest.
Okay.
Well, this confirms our drow theory, huh?
Mm.
Yeah. Servant of the spider, at least for sure.
Absolutely. I wonder, so, because I've been thinking a lot about the lore of like what could possibly be powerful enough to combat that nature, right?
Noah. They
Ooh.
last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest.
Perfect. Long rest. Got it. Thank you.
Sorry, Martin.
No, it's all good.
I'm gonna double check on that. Yep, 15 does not hit. So you take 2 slashes, but it equally parries with its sword and with its front legs. It's very strong and just kind of bats it like back legs. It's got hands, but it's also got 8 spider legs. It back legs your like sword attack, and you're actually kind of like hoof. You also would have had to approach. Okay. There's a lot. Next in the initial order, Pilot, you're up.
I go up to it and stab it with
Just
my
in
rapier.
between
Yeah.
Alfonz and Lev. Okay, make an attack.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
With stealth attack, sneak attack.
Yes, you do get sneak attack. You have a person there. Should have a Drider mini. I looked for a Drider mini.
That's 27. That's 27 damage.
Okay,
Ooh, that's
Damn.
that's 26 more damage than Ilikhal did.
Okay. We don't need to compare, but okay, Noah.
That will be my turn for now.
You reacting to this enormous, terrifying creature, approach and stab it right underneath the abdomen. Very Return to the King of you to just stab the spider right in the center mass. It reacts. It like crunches over on itself, and you get a much closer look at its face. Its face is much sharper featured than all the other drow you have seen. Its eyes are like completely glossed over. There are no pupils. It's just nothing but like black, gray, cloudiness. It's got nothing there. It still has hair that you would expect of a drow, and it is wearing. It looks like plate mail on its upper half, but it looks like that plate mail is sunken into its like biological being and is mixed to become almost like carapace on its like chest. And as like it crumples over, it just screeches after getting hit, just like right in your face. This inhuman noise.
Music to my ears.
Goes to the next in the initiative order. Zhixil, correct?
I can act and then move. Is that right?
Yep, you can split up your movement however much you want.
All right. So I'm thinking here, I think I'd like to try to detect thoughts on this thing. and then get the heck out of the way.
Describe detect thoughts to me.
All right. So it's for the duration. You can read the thoughts of a certain creature when you cast a spell within 30 feet. If the creature has intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or probe it deeper. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
Okay. You can do that if you want.
So I will cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. What's the saving throw?
Wisdom saving.
Natural 1.
Oh, perfect.
The surface thoughts is initially what you get. Surface
You
thoughts and emotions.
you initially learn the surface thoughts. Yeah.
It can be broken down into like very simply kill, follow orders, search, find, search, find are the same thing, and fey, smell fey, sort of. So you get like these
Smell fey?
smell. Nose. Smell fey.
It's smelling. It smells it. That's why it's here.
Does it smell my fey ancestry?
Maybe.
Is that why it hit me?
Maybe that's why it attacked us.
Then it
Let's
says
throw Alfonz into the river. I'm kidding.
so. It says as an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or probe it. I'm assuming that'd be on my next turn.
Next turn. Yeah, your action was casting the spell.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just. Well, I'd have to still be within 30 feet if I'd like to probe deeper.
Right.
So just get me 30 feet away.
Do you want to go
down
this
just
direction?
Set up a meat shield, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
You can just be like right behind Pilot and Ilikhal.
Down the street.
Love it.
That's 30 feet.
Okay. That I'm still within 30 feet range of.
That
okay.
is 30 feet.
Okay, perfect. And I guess that's unless there's anything else I can do, I guess that's it.
Okay. Next initiative order is Alfonz, I do believe. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alfonz.
Oh, there's something interesting about if we question it, questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts. So the spell is particularly effective as an interrogation. Okay, sorry, that's another.
Oh, neat.
During interrogations, that's good to know. Oh, also, you can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast the spell as your action during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you.
Cool.
The spell can penetrate any barrier, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal, or anything like that. So the buildings would probably block it anyway. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Perfect.
Alfonz?
So I'm gonna cast Shatter, just to hit it and not my friends.
So we want Shatter, which
did you get some cool cutouts?
Shh. Theo, don't spoil that I have Shatter cut out.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
So you can damage the building. You cannot damage the building.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so you're gonna place it like right there.
Yeah.
Damn Theo. Right. Yeah, so you can hit just it. What's the saving throw?
15.
Dexterity, Constitution.
Fun.
That's a 13, so it's gonna take full damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, that was one off of a perfect roll.
Ooh.
Really?
23 damage.
23 damage.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It reaches up. It's got sword in one hand, but it starts to cover its ears as it just is absolutely this piercing high pitched note above the high pitchedness of the wind, even just it even shrivels its like front leggy things like a little bit as this note strikes its ears.
Nice.
Do you have anything as a bonus action?
Yeah, and then benign it's transposition. So I'm just gonna move 30 feet, kind of towards like the.
You have to swap with someone.
No, I don't. Unoccupied, or I can swap with somebody. You can use this action to teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see, or you can choose to swap places with a small, medium, willing creature within range.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Kind of like in that corner, behind, like same row as Ilikhal or Zhixil, I guess,
Here?
but to the right. Sure, you know what? Yeah, let's choose that.
Or here?
Yeah, I wanted that. Yeah.
You want this?
Yeah, I want that.
Okay.
Or do I? Yeah,
it's still the same distance away.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking if it's got like a projectile.
It does appear to be wearing a bow.
Do bows work like that?
You're fine.
Would it like go through?
It would maybe count as partial
fine.
cover, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
You're going there. Great. Now it goes to the Drider. You've moved away, so it's going to attack one of these two, or both, because it's got 3 attacks. Why not? Ilikhal, you didn't hit it. Pilot, you did, so it's going to make...
Hold it.
You didn't hit it.
Just intimidated it. That's all.
You heard it on your turn.
Yeah.
Pilot, it's going to make 2 longsword attacks on you, and it's going to make a bite attack on Ilikhal. It's not going to hit. I don't know why I'm looking it up. It does not hit. 11 doesn't hit. Bad roll. 11 again. Wow. 2 longsword attacks, both miss. Both very poorly. Still rattled by the shatter. It just whips the sword quickly. Left-handed. Does not hit you.
Idiot.
Just so you know. And then it just like in just this fury goes for a bite attack against Ilikhal. Natural 20.
I'm immune, at least.
To poison?
No, to crit hits.
You are immune because you are wearing adamantine armor.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Damn.
Okay, so it is just a regular hit. That is awful for me.
Noah is mad that he gave you that armor.
Yeah.
No, that means that I get to keep fighting you. That is 2 piercing damage reduced to 1.
All right.
And are they? There we go. Yep. $11 poison damage.
Okay.
Which I don't think you were resistant to as you were raging.
No.
Okay. And 11 poison.
Still has not touched my actual HP.
Nice.
You're right. You have a lot of temporary HP.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will also, not leaving your spaces, it's going to climb up on the wall. No, it can't, because it would have to technically leave pilot space. It would climb up on the wall, but it doesn't want to leave pilot space. So it's going to stay there. It goes to next in the initiative order, which is top, which is Ilikhal.
All right. More attacks. I'm angry that it hit me. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. 22 and 21.
Both of those hit.
All right. What is my damage? I forgot it was D6. The first one will be 9 damage.
Okay.
16.
Alphabet crew doesn't know how to do damage.
Yep, accurate.
That's true. That's very true.
It's looking a lot worse for wear. You've done a series of large damaging attacks to it. It's looking much angrier also. Those are longsword attacks?
Greatsword, yes.
Greatsword. Does it do necrotic now? Is the thing? While you're
not
raging with this?
No. I had the Constitution attack and I had HP.
Okay. It takes those 2 slashes. It's got a lot of body that it can't completely defend. So it appears to be hurt. Goes to next in the initiative order. It's Pilot.
Please don't kill it.
I would maybe recommend not leaving its space, but just going around it, so we're surrounding it.
Yeah,
In
I
case
don't leave its
aggressively.
face and kind of go towards its butt, I guess.
Okay.
And I again slash it with my rapier.
Okay.
That's a 24.
That hits.
That is 26.
Okay.
Right in the butt.
Okay. It looks pretty messed up, but not dying. It is very unset. It you can't see its facial reaction. Ilikhal and everyone over there can. It is a very stunned and surprised reaction to get stabbed in the butt.
Stunned and surprised.
Yep.
As you would be if you were stabbed in the
Stabbed
butt.
in the butt.
I'm gonna spill my tea.
Leave this in the episode.
Goes
People have
to
to know.
editor, please. Goes to next in the initiative, to Zhixil.
All right. I guess we will. So it says as an action, you can probe deeper.
Yes.
That
Oh,
does not.
now we're
yes.
probing
That
now.
Pilot just did that.
Oh my god. So it says as an action, I can use it to probe deeper.
Yes.
That does not mean I'm using another spell slot, right? I've already cast
No,
that spell.
you is there,
I'm
and you're focused on it.
concentrating further. All right,
Yep.
so I'm gonna. So it has to make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. If it succeeds this, does the spell wear off?
Yes, if it succeeds, it wears off.
Okay. Natural 7, not going to be enough.
All right. So it's gonna. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Okay. Emotional state is not is non-existent. It is mad. It is like completely and totally madness. Like that is it's not angry. It is madness. In probing deeper, you for a moment are overwhelmed by its actual thoughts. You hear what you would assume to be its own like self-mental voice of like, gotta do this, gotta find, gotta get the thing, gotta discover, gotta smell, smell. And it is this maddening whisper and conversation with itself, similar to like Gollum. Is like, must do, must find. And you also hear other voices. You hear a female voice that is giving a command, and it says, you will go find her, find them in this city. And it says, kill all who get in your way. And then you hear beyond that an even greater voice. This echoes underneath all of its thoughts. And it just is this deep, powerful, but feminine voice. It says, you have failed me. And for that, you will be cursed forever. And that's what you get with a deeper thought probe. With that, with its own mental voice kind of at the top of those, you hear at least 3 perspectives, all one actively thinking about what it's doing currently, one actively thinking about responding to the first feminine voice you heard, and one actively responding to the deep feminine voice, powerful, speaking of failure. It's like you're in 3 minds at once, and they're all talking at and to and with and all of it.
Interesting.
Do you have anything you can do as a bonus action?
And with that being done, I'm gonna just keep going down the street until I'm like 60 feet away from it.
Okay, as you move 5 more feet away, that connection severs.
Yep.
And it's like being in a room full of like loud people to almost like dead silence. You're like, oh man, it's really nice to just have only my thoughts in my head now.
As
Five.
so, hold on. So
Yep.
and as I'm leaving, I'm just gonna like say to Alfonz, I'm like, I went into its mind and we should talk after. And then I keep going.
They're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away. Down the street. Okay. Next in the initiative order is Alfonz.
So anyway, I start blasting. Let's do a shatter.
Okay.
In a way that I just hit it again, if possible.
Not possible.
Like, not at all? Like,
you're gonna hit.
I'm thinking over there.
You're gonna hit.
Like, if I damage that building.
You're gonna hit Ilikhal. You're gonna hit Pilot. You're gonna hit Ilikhal or Pilot. You're gonna hit Ilikhal and Pilot.
Like, if I demolish the interior of that building, like, kind of
It's a circle.
away from everybody.
It's not going to
No,
be
the others-
pointy.
It's
the
a
others.
circle. That's the thing.
The other side. The other side.
It's not going to change
The other
it.
side of the street.
Pilot, Ilikhal. To get it into one of its squares with them on either side, it hits one of them.
Okay. Let's do. I'll just do a witch bolt then. I'm gonna move over to the left, just one. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm yeah. I think I'm fine. It's straight shot, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll do a witch bolt.
Does that go? Would that go through and hit Pilot, or does it just hit?
No, it just hits.
Okay.
If it hits, you have to make an attack roll. Yes.
Yep. Oh, that's a 12.
Does not hit. So spell slot burn. You witch bolt, but in attempting to make sure that you don't hit Ilikhal with it, you're limited to that 5-foot space instead of center of mass. It just goes wide as it passes by, and you see you adjust it for a certain amount of distance, and as it just barely misses, it fizzles. Unfortunately, it goes to last initiative order, which is the Drider. It will attack the thing that attacked it.
For your knowledge, as the Drider, after it ends, whether it succeeds or fails, it knows
you're in its head.
Yeah.
It's mad. Does not care.
Okay.
Fully madness. It is not actively that interested.
Okay.
It is more interested in the thing that literally hit it. You just kind of tickled its brain a little bit, and its brain's been tickled plenty of times. It's gonna attack Ilikhal with everything, unless you die. It's going to lead with the bite attack.
I got the HP.
Natural 2 misses. Is going to swing two-handed with the sword attack. Natural 4 misses. But that will hit. That is a 22 to hit.
All right. It's a sword, so I can't get poisoned. Probably.
True. Potentially. This 4 slashing damage reduced to 2.
All right.
Rolled a 1 on damage. Ooh. That is its turn.
All right, I'm gonna hit right back.
That's the top of the order. Yep.
$15.
Does
No, that's
not
not
hit.
math. That is not math. 16.
Still does not hit.
Yeah. Okay. That's some bad rolls.
It parries with its longsword. 2 hands.
That's it for me.
1?
Both
no.
of them missed.
Okay. Yeah, it parries both of your attacks. It appears to be a little more focused and a little more focused on survival in this moment. Goes to next initiative order is Pilot.
I'm gonna stab its butt again.
Really? Go ahead.
Oof, that's not gonna hit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
All right. As you go to stab it again, one of the back legs reaches out and just kicks you right in the chest, and you're like, "Oh!" It's like getting kicked by a horse. This thing is actually at least the size of a horse in spider, and then person on top of that. It goes to next in the initiative order, who's back to Zhixil, who is way down the street over there.
Hi guys, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt.
Okay. You don't have to worry about cover or anything. Make an attack roll.
Oh, 9. That
Does not hit. Another.
Yikes.
Actually, as you throw it and it heads towards the creature, the rain picks up and you actually see the firebolt dissolve as it reaches it. It just kind of hits it on the breastplate and doesn't catch.
This is unfortunate.
Next in the initiative order is Alfonz.
Okay. I guess I'll try another witch bolt.
Okay.
That's better. 18.
18 misses.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Damn.
This one, it actually catches. You actually manage to hit it, and you watch as the witch bolt just dissolves across this breastplate carapace mix of whatever is across its chest. And you hear it hiss with a
Damn, it's got some good AC.
Oh.
Mhm, 19 at least is very high.
Yeah.
goes to the bottom, which is the Drider.
Mine's
Drider
got to like smidge over a little bit so I can cast something that I don't need to
is going
do an
to
attack roll on.
continue its follow-up on Ilikhal. Natural
Pilot-
2 misses. The sword.
Pilot could maybe move over 1 and that might help.
And longsword again. 22 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is 10 piercing damage reduced to 5.
All right.
And then we'll attempt to bite again.
Still running off temporary HP. We're good.
That is a 20 to hit, which will hit.
Mhm.
Which is piercing is the important part. 1 piercing damage, which is 1 minimum, cannot be reduced to 0. And 9 poison damage.
Still on temporary HP.
That will
Nice.
end the Drider's turn. Goes to top of the order. Ilikhal.
All
back to you.
right, we're gonna give it another shot. This is what I do. Oh, that's pretty much all I can do. I don't hit it.
Right. 2 more slash attacks. You're starting to, it feels like you're cramping up from the poison. The poison feels not like sickness. It actually feels like you're wanting to fall asleep. Like you're starting to like cramp up and you're just starting to feel very tired. And as you swing, the Drider just steps out of the way, and as you swing again, it just moves. It seems to move much more gracefully than you expect, and you're starting to get a little bit of a double vision from it. It was the next in the initiative order, Pilot.
Okay, I'm gonna use my metal dice, please.
I'm exiling these 2 dice.
I forgot about Magic Mist. What are you guys doing today?
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Take it down.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay. Drivers have a lot of hit points.
That's 42.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, 42 on 1 hit.
Damn,
Should I-
Pilot hits so good sometimes.
Can I stab the butthole?
Yeah, you can. I mean, technically, it doesn't have one.
Do spiders
'Cause
not
it's-
poop?
Spiders don't have buttholes.
It has
It's
some
not
sort of
as
hole where
much.
stuff comes out.
Everybody poops. I read a book once.
Does it have that book, that
It's where-
bird thing?
It's where the webs come out from.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
it's kind of a,
It's
it's
web
kind of a,
hole,
like everything back there.
sticky, you know.
Stab it in the butt web hole.
Cloaca, that's it. It has to have something.
Yeah, you stab it in the underside, and the rapiers, contrary to most people's belief, rapiers are very long swords. Rapiers are longer than long swords. And you buried the rapier to the hilt in the Drider's posterior, but eventually hitting something vital. Ilikhal, in front of you, the humanoid portion slumps and collapses pretty much on top of your upper body. And then the rest of the spider collapses from underneath, and it kind of slumps off of you. It's like if you had a really tall drunk friend just like fall on you. Except that really tall drunk friend also was half spider. The Drider succumbs to its wounds. And you all feel. That's a lot of sixes.
Yeah.
That is a lot of sixes. That's a hell of a good roll.
You all, the street calms, and you all are back to just kind of hanging out there.
Nice.
The as you all stand there, the air elemental actually passes overhead and looks down.
So see the
And
dead trout. Yeah,
it
come on.
sees the Drider. It looks at you all and like Pilot and Zhixil. You hear hope. Yes. Good. And it just kind of floats on, which is, this way would be west. Continues from east to west.
That's good.
So, why would Loth want to get to Titania's daughter? Because that was clearly a servant of the spider.
To ensure the war between the queens. I think.
You guys are
Remind me-
still out in the street.
Remind me about Loth again.
That was one of Mab's people who
Oh,
strayed and is now the spider and is like corrupting Mab's people.
Yeah, I think well what I'm thinking is like it wants to ensure the war and then it'll like rise from the ashes after.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Probably knows that we're trying to help, and that's why they attack the king, so the king would be preoccupied and not deal with that war, and then that war will destroy the human world, and then
While are still in the street.
Yeah, we're friends with the air elemental.
Do we
so-
want to go to the gate and then talk about this?
yeah.
Yeah, we can go to the gatehouse.
Yeah.
But now, at the very least, we've shown our worth. So it's almost like, do we even need to go there anymore?
we might as well just go back to the house,
Yeah,
back to the
we
guard
could.
house.
What do you guys
Do
want
that.
to do?
You're halfway between the two, so it's equidistant.
I mean, if we've come this far, we may as well go to the gatehouse. Like,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
just sleep there.
Hey Theo,
if they're
you know what's
already
really
in
cool?
the
Escalation
town-
of commitment.
Shut the fuck up.
What I'm thinking is they're already in the town, so what good is being at the gatehouse?
Yeah.
Take my
Don't stop talking to me about economics.
I'm not here to learn, damn it. I'm here to roll dice and kill things.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, let's head to that gatehouse. May as well.
Mhm.
The gatehouse?
You want to go to the
The
gatehouse or you want to
guardhouse.
go back to the place?
I think we can go back, sleep comfortably in like a guarded area. I took some damage.
Yeah, I'm fine either way.
Yeah, like I feel like we've served the purpose of
Yeah.
going to the gatehouse. We clearly did. It reacted to us doing that
Mhm.
in a positive way. So yeah, we could go back. They might ask us what the hell happened, but
You have something to report.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Zhixil got some of his thoughts.
yeah. So
Or
let's get back
the
there.
spider thing, can I like take off a spider leg or something?
Yeah, is there anything on its person?
It's a giant spider and a drow mixed together. So it's got whatever you want it to have there.
Okay.
I would like it to have 500
Are
gold.
you going to search it? That's the,
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
we might as well.
I'd like to search it.
Do we have time to search it?
You do.
Okay.
If you're gonna try to lop off a leg, you can see if it has like a pouch.
Plus, if we could see if it has any like any mark, like remember like how the Winter Court, like they had their own markings, but it was dark and hard to see. If it has any distinct markings on it.
Okay, make an investigation check. 2 of you can, or 1 of you can with an advantage.
You can make it.
I'll give you advantage.
I've got a +7. What do you guys?
Oh, I got +2, so if you want to give it a go.
What do I do with advantage?
I roll
again?
twice.
Roll
Yeah.
twice, take the higher.
19.
Pretty good. It does not actually appear to have any insignia or anything along those lines.
Okay.
What
I feel
you
like
you
the
can
body
tell
was the dead giveaway.
is the humanness of it, the humanoidness of it is completely gone. You do find a pouch which has 200 silver pieces and 80 gold pieces. It's got
Cool.
just like a lot. And looking at it, the money isn't any, it's not Northern Reaches coinage. Something else.
So 20 and 50, each.
Yeah.
Mhm.
20.
200. So it was 200 silver and what was the other one?
80 gold.
Okay.
20 gold and 50 silver each.
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
right? Okay.
Pretty.
I have
pretty
to be
fat pouch.
careful.
It's very weird.
Mm.
I have to be really careful because now I have 417 coins
Mm.
and I can't exceed 500
Yep.
because if I exceed 500, it explodes and I lose everything inside.
Oh boy.
So I gotta be careful now. Maybe we should go see a bank or something.
There's a
Or
bank
you
at Summers
could
Hearth.
put them in your normal wallet.
Just put them in your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that.
You can carry 250 coin outside of your
So-
central wallet.
So Noah, would you be so technically I can go 750?
Technically, you can do 750,
Okay.
but
All right.
250 that can be pickpocketed from you.
Yes, that's true.
Noah, I have a
Yes,
question that
have a question.
might.
Oh, you want to remove part of the Drider?
Yes.
Ask your
on top of-
question. Yep. Go ahead.
Presumably there are some parts of Pilot that are kind of hollow.
No, you cannot keep anything inside of you.
Just
I was
cut a
just gonna
slit
make-
like a slot machine and
Yeah,
just
like a Pilot piggy bank.
If you would like, you can try to cut yourself open and see what's going on inside of you. That will make you not capable of putting something in there, but that's going to hurt a lot.
Self-autopsy.
Uh,
Or self
Yeah, but I would like to like lob off
okay, make a nature check.
a part of the thing. You said nature, right?
Nature.
That is it's 21.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Noah, I'd also like to cut off a piece.
Okay, make a nature check.
We don't all need pieces of this.
12.
Okay,
Kind of like its head of hair.
Pilot, you're capable of like actually like bisecting a leg at one of the joints, and you actually get the like praying mantis-y bit. So you got like definite. It by itself looks like just a giant spider leg, the end of a giant spider leg. Zhixil, as you go, you're investigating, you're picking up leg and shuffling. You see Pilot like do its thing, and you're like trying to get in with like a dagger, and you're like, and then you have an idea, and you just cut its head off.
Oh, okay.
So you just have you
I
got
wasn't-
drow head.
That's not what I
Scary
was.
drow head.
So okay, hold on.
Too late.
That feeling when your DM makes you
That's
cut
the
off
best-
something's
The
head.
best you got. That's the only
That's,
appendage you could really get off of it.
All right, because my what I was thinking of doing is if we came across another elemental and you hold up a piece of this drow and be
Yeah,
like,
the head'll do.
The head is even
Oh.
better.
a head would be better, of course. I just thought like
Mhm.
then I have to carry a head around with me.
Just like strap it to your back.
Hey,
drow head.
Alfonz, could you put it in the bag of holding and just
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Goes in.
Perfect.
Vacuum sealed.
Now we can just pull it out at any time.
Just stay fresh.
Mhm. Yeah,
It will stay fresh.
Yeah, there's no air in there.
that's
Do
good.
you want me to throw that leg in here too?
I would. I'll
It's pretty. It'll fit, but it's gonna be Mary Poppinsing. Like you gotta like give it a distance
Could
down
I?
in.
Kind of like stash it on my back, like. I
Yeah.
could-
Sword.
yeah, like a sword.
It'll
That's what
kind
I-
of
that's
it'll
what I was
kind of like
thinking.
sit over your back. You can't like attach
Yeah.
it, but it'll sit on your shoulder.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Feels like you're being like half hugged by a giant spider.
I'll take
Yeah.
any hug.
Surprisingly comforting, actually.
Pilot will
Touch-starved
take any
pilot.
hug.
Where are you guys going now?
Back
Where's
to
are we
Look,
back?
Outpost. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been 40 minutes since you left. You get back up. You do know they barred the door behind you. You give a little bit of a knock and a knock, like, hey, we're not gonna kill you. 2 bits. And you heard someone go, back?
Back.
Yes, we are back.
Okay. And you as you hear the bar being removed and the doors open. A lot of people have gone to bed. So in the central room, you all have dark vision. You see a lot of cots along kind of the center of the room. Everybody's kind of staying away from the windows and stuff. And there's like just one kind of like big Kingsguard. And he's like, I thought you guys were going to the gatehouse.
We've served our purpose.
That sounds ominous. He says, come on in. Let me close the door. And then he closes the doors and he bars it back.
What time is it?
9:30.
Is there any drinks?
Yeah, we could use a good
Like
drink. after that.
alcohol.
That doesn't matter.
There's some wine in the kitchen. I think if we have any left. I also think Steve has a flask. But Steve is asleep. His guard starts at 3. He's being
Correct.
very quiet because there are a lot of people sleeping. He's not simple. He might be kind, but he's not simple. Just in case you're picking that up.
I
right
was
now.
thinking he was like the simple big
It
guy.
had that vibe. The way he said, okay.
Okay.
That's just the Summers Hearth accent. You guys haven't experienced it.
Right.
Yeah.